Today I'm going to show you guys how mastery works in Stardew Valley. So let's go. We all know the basic levels of leveling up your skills, where you have your farming, mining, foraging, fishing, and combat, and you have to get all your skills up to level 10. And you have 2 perks that you can choose when you level up between 5 and 10, 5 and 10. But there's another area here, and that's called mastery. That's this bar here. And mastery only happens once you've reached level 10 in all of the basic skills in the game. And then you have access to this door right here. This door is down where you find Robin's axe. It's just a little bit south of your farm. You can't miss it, really. And you will come across this door at some point and think, what is in here? So once you have all of your basic skills to level 10, you could come in here and have a look at your mastery. There'll be a note down here for you to pick up, and you'll see a progress bar here. And your progress bar will also be in your skills section. You'll have it pretty much starting at 0, and you have to work your way up to 5. It actually takes more XP throughout the game to get this mastery bar to 5 than it did to get all of these to level 10. So it's going to take some time, but it's a lot of fun. Trust me. And there's 5 areas that you could focus on. There is combat mastery, which unlocks the anvil, mini forge, and new equipment slot for trinkets. Then you have the foraging mastery, which unlocks mystic 3 seed, treasure totem, and you now find golden mystery boxes. Then there's the farming mastery, which unlocks the iridium sight, the statue of blessings, and you can now find golden animal crackers, which permanently doubles a farm animal's produce. Doesn't work on pigs. There's the fishing mastery, which allows you to unlock the advanced iridium rod, challenge bait, and you can now encounter golden fishing chests. Then you have the mining mastery, which unlocks the statue of the dwarf king, the heavy furnace, and gem bearing rocks now grant twice the gems. So all of these 5 are very, very useful. I start off with the combat mastery every time. And to pretty much level up all of these 5, you just have to do any task in the game that gives you normal skill level. So you can do farming, mining, foraging, fishing, combat. I usually focus on combat, fishing, and mining myself. Farming will come anyway, and foraging is mostly during the green rain in the summer. If you haven't caught all of the legendary fish yet, I'd recommend go do that now with fishing, but you probably have those already. So we're going to mostly be focusing on combat and mining. Before I show you how to level up quickly, I'm going to show you some of the items that you can get and what they do. Don't forget to level up quickly. Just go do whatever you like to do in the game. And I would focus mostly on combat. I'm going to show you a little bit more specific, just in case you need to see it for yourself. Now, we have the advanced iridium rod, which we mentioned already, and that's just going to allow you to have 2 bobbers on the iridium rod. And for bobbers, I usually go for trap bobbers. Then you have the iridium sight, which you can use to harvest your items. So you have your plants, you just hit them, and you harvest your crops. It's fantastic at doing the normal things the sight does as well, plus the added extra. And so the first thing we're going to show you is the anvil, and the anvil is used pretty much to reroll your trinkets. So I have a level 1 fairy companion that heals you in combat situations. It's going to take 3 iridium bars to reroll this, and hopefully we get a level 2. So we just pop up here and click it, and I'm hoping that we get a level 2. Then we have the mini forge, which you can pretty much use to create your weapons, including the infinity blade that you turn into the Meowmere from Terraria. And you can add things to your items. For example, on pickaxe I have efficient. You can also combine your rings as well, which makes this very handy for not having to go all the way to the volcano to do this, and highly recommend getting the mini forge. Let's see what our fairy box is. We got a fairy box, and now we got a level 2, so we're going to equip that, and the fairy box is going to allow us to get a level 2 fairy that's going to heal us for even more. Then we have the statue of the dwarf king, which you put down and you right click, and you can choose 1, greater chance to find ladders and shafts, but 1+ ore from ore nodes. If you're doing the skull cavern, I'd recommend this one. especially if you're going to go with your own staircases. But I think we're going to click this one for today. Anyway, it changes every day and you're going to have it up here so you can remember which one you got. Statue of the Blessings, I already clicked on that. +1 luck for the day. Very, very useful to have +1 luck. You just put it down, you click on it every single day. So click on each of these every single day and you get a blessing from each of them. Heavy Furnace, you put down pretty much and you can make extra bars. So we are going to be putting 25 of these bars in, and we're going to be getting 5 bars of iridium out, and it costs slightly less coal than using the normal furnace. So now we're going to move on to the Mystic 3 seed, which you can get from some pretty easy to get items. You grow it and then it gives you the Mystic Syrup, and then you use the Mystic Syrup in order to make the totem. So this totem here, which is pretty much 10 moss, 1 Mystic Syrup and 5 hard woods. Pretty cheap actually. If you make the treasure totem, you can use it in a diggable terrain area to summon a ring of treasure spots, which is very good if you're trying to get the 100% perfection, or if you're trying to get the Meow Mirror as well. For example, one of the hardest boards to fill out is this one here with all the artifacts. I spent ages looking for some of these. I think it was this bone flute that I was looking for that I only got one of, and that was literally the last one I needed. I couldn't find it anywhere. So make sure if you do end up using one of these, by the way, the treasure totems, use them in different areas in the game. I find that if you go up to where the railway tracks are, you get some of the artifacts that you can't get anywhere else, and vice versa. If you're down in the beach area, it's better than just using the treasure totem anywhere, like on your base is very good idea if you need something from here, but sometimes some artifacts don't seem to spawn as often in certain areas, so recommend using that in different areas. Then we have challenge bait, and challenge bait allows you to make perfect catches and you get triple the fish. However, each time a fish escapes the fishing bar, the catch is reduced. I tend not to make many of these, even though they're not that expensive. Moss and bone fragments are not that hard to get. But in general, I just prefer to do the normal fishing, because as soon as the fish leaves the bar, you lose one of your 3 lives in the fishing game, and the fishing game is already complicated enough as it is. I just want to go over the little stars down here really quickly. For example, you now find golden mystery boxes. You'll just find those by playing the game, and of course they contain superior items. For the farming one, you can get the golden animal crackers. As I mentioned, you can actually get those from these golden mystery boxes, and you'll just get them from playing the game itself. It's the same thing with the golden fishing crates. They're just slightly better and they'll be golden. And gem bearing rocks now grant twice gems. Very self-explanatory. And I'm going to talk about the trinkets in a moment. So it's a brand new day. We're going to go off and show you how to get some of these quicker. Now, I definitely would recommend getting the combat mastery first. And generally, it's up to you what you decide to do. But 100% have fun with it. There's no wrong answer. You have infinite energy. Wow, that's actually huge. I didn't even know you could get that. And yeah, completely up to you what you want to do. And now we're going to go and do some cool stuff. So one of the recommended things for you to do in order to level up quickly is to go to the Skull Cavern. And the Skull Cavern is a great place to go, and you can get plenty of iridium there. You can get plenty of mining experience and combat experience. But the place that I went to get my mastery was in the volcano. I don't know what it is about the volcano. I just feel like the challenge is a bit higher here. And I do like the challenge of this area, especially now that I have infinite energy. I can pretty much mine as much as I want, get all of this extra stuff that we need for upgrades, and yeah, just in general, it's a fantastic place to get experience. As I say, completely up to you which one you decide to go for. How you get the trinkets as well is by combat. So doing this is a great way to unlock some of the trinkets that you haven't unlocked yet. And they're quite rare, so you're going to be here a while farming for them. I'm just going to clear out this area now, look for some trinkets. It'll be nice if I could get some of the ones I haven't got yet. Even me, with so many hours in this game, I still don't have everything unlocked because Stardew Valley is so huge. Let me know what you think of today's video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.